That's
clap. We're trained.
Okay, we are live.
We're alive. I don't feel alive, but I'm here.
Well, thank you for being here, Chris. Glad you can make it.
Might have
speaking
to weekend
of
at
Chris,
Bernie's me. Oh yeah. Speaking of
we
me,
talked about this after the last stream, but you were in a charity stream recently.
yeah, with Porter Wolf, who has guested on our podcast, and he invited me. I have no idea why, but I'm very grateful. It was a really cool world that he had created. It was Dungeons and Dragons mixed with the 1980s Miami, and he called it Baroviami. It was a lot of fun, and it was great. We hit our goal for the charity, and yeah, it was exciting. Everybody was kind of these really off the wall, crazy party people, and I was like the only like stone cold killer. I was really hoping to like be the straight man for the group, but they didn't really make too many efforts. One of the characters tried to get me to do drugs, and I was like, no thanks. So if she would have asked me a second time, I would have, but she didn't press it. So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it.
Looks like trying to find. I think it's the VOD is still available to be viewed, but I think one of those things where it'll go away. But I think Porter Wolf's pretty good about putting that on his YouTube channel. So when that goes on his YouTube channel, we'll share links and stuff if you want to watch it.
Definitely watch it. I mean, because he put a lot of effort into it. He swapped out. I mean, I think we ended up like meeting Michael Jackson. There were things that we missed that he posted in the Discord afterwards that he had to cut for time. There was like a character that was like this like ogre creature that he was going to actually have be a Care Bear instead. So yeah, like he pulled all of these cool little elements in. There was a spot where it was a big party, and so a bunch of red balloons got released. And he said that my character had noticed that there were 99 red balloons. So just fun little things like that.
Nice.
All right. That's awesome.
Oh, hey, can I mention one more thing that I always forget to mention?
Yeah.
Please
so
do.
somebody recently made a purchase of the Arkenforge software with our promo code again.
I saw that.
And this is it. That was like the most recent one. But then before that, probably like 2 or 3 months ago, we just had a whole slew of people buying that with our promo code. So I just want to say thanks to everybody that did that. I don't know who did it, but I hope they're all enjoying it. And if you like it, be sure to recommend it to anybody else that might benefit from it. And use our promo
Dog
code.
really wants to talk to you.
Yeah,
So,
just
all right,
take
I guess
it
I'll
from
shut
the
up now
dog.
because she's talking.
Yeah, what does she have to say about Arkenforge?
You
I
make
think-
no bones about it. It's the best.
Yeah.
So we'll post the link or whatever to Arkenforge in chat, and it'll be in the description of the podcast. So if you want to take, I think it was 10% off, something like that.
Probably.
5-10% off.
Something like that.
something.
It's worth it. It's not like forget it. I mean, it's totally a good discount.
Yeah, when we were playing in person, it was awesome.
Yeah. It's primarily like they made it to be like an in-person thing, and then of course COVID hit, so it's kind of like shot them in the foot. But they're really good about innovating and then kind of changing it around. So I mean, eventually there's going to be online features. it'll be more like Roll20 in the sense that you'll be able to do initiative and all that stuff. So,
but right now you can just like make maps with it, right?
Yeah, and then you can
until they get that feature put in, you can just use Roll20.
Yeah, you can export your maps and use
through
Roll20.
Arc and Forge. Yeah.
But I know that what's in development is eventually they're going to have the ability for people to download an app on their phone, and then you can interact with it that way. That way, the GM has the Arc and Forge software, and then all the players can just sit there and use their phone to roll initiative.
That's cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff coming for it.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right. So, Alex, why are we here today?
Just
have
hanging
a
out.
problem, Kevin. You have a problem, and we're all here for you.
Did I?
What
is it?
You got to stop pooping so much.
I'm sorry.
I think we have some prepared letters. So.
Yeah.
I'll go first. Dear Kevin.
Oh, before you do get started, I'm super bummed because the Starfinder... Yeah, because of the pooping. The Starfinder playtest book was supposed to ship like a week ago, and it still hasn't shipped. I'm really annoyed. I was gonna like hold it up, and here it is, getting ready for Starfinder 2nd edition. Nope, it's still in Seattle or wherever the Paizo is.
I like the voice
really
that you
annoyed.
had just now, Kevin.
Thank you.
Listen, why don't you just color a picture and pretend it's the book?
Yeah, there you go.
Have you tried that?
Okay.
Work on that for the duration of the podcast today, and then hold it up at the end.
All right.
All right. Well, to for real answer your question, we're here to play Power Rangers.
Go.
Yeah. We're doing an investigation.
Does somebody have a super overly well prepared recap from last week?
I put a bunch of notes down. I don't know if it's great.
We were kind of waiting on you, I feel.
It's kind of a step down from last time, Chris. You had a expertly written out recap of everything.
Yeah, I actually had a speechwriter that didn't show up this week, so this is all I got.
Dang it.
So yeah, last week we wrapped up our fight with the putty, and then Alpha 5 told us about our mission of some missing students. Gave us a list of 3 different students, and we set out to investigate the beach first. And while my character was just being a beach bum, playing his guitar or his guitar and stuff, the real detective work was being done by the more important people, like let's see, Bradward Beckett with his
My notes.
with his amazing social media skills, which that's really paid off for us a lot in this.
Yeah.
And then Ricky Powers being observant. I think you were just kind of like looking around and actually looking at the ground and figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
And
took
then
some samples.
taking some samples. That's right. Using that chemistry science stuff. And then Kimmy figured out, I think found the dog that we almost threw away that wasn't just a cardboard cutout, but we suspect it's an actual dog.
Mm-hmm. I got an artistic rendering of the clowns.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, from the guy, the surfer dude or whatever.
Yeah.
The surfer dude.
And
James
totally
or
crushing on him. Yeah, and then we went off to the job fair and did some investigation there. Ricky was really trying to talk to these cops to figure out what was going on with the the crime scene, trying to find this other missing person, and then Bradward, using his amazing army brat skills, managed to sneak back there and find another person that had been turned into this weird cardboard material. And I think that's about where we left off. Or did we end up going to the school at that point?
Well, we said that we would check out the school, but then it was next week.
Okay.
But I did want to mention, because there's a very important thing I don't think you touched on. Mr. Jams and Alpha 5 have some beef. Don't know why, but they are not fans of each other.
Yeah. They're taking subtle digs at each other.
Very true, very true. So I believe where we actually left off was Alpha 5 had just agreed to send you all to the high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was an exchange of gifts.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
Didn't you like someone's post and didn't mean to?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And then he immediately liked it back, so you knew you couldn't delete it.
Yeah.
And then I think you were like checking out the guys at the fair too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're, you know, she's
Kimmy's thirsting.
Yeah, she's a 18-year-old girl, you know.
that's so weird.
Well, before we actually hop into the episode proper, I gotta pop us into a segment of Kevin messed up again.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
No, it's just whenever Kevin runs a game, he always oh hey, here's all the things that I messed up from the last episode.
So it's your version.
Yes,
turn for Kevin messed up.
It's still called Kevin messed up, but it's
still
Alice's
called
turn.
Kevin messed up. But yeah,
TM.
Yeah. So I have you guys did such a good job last time. I actually had some rewards that I was supposed to hand out, and I forgot because you were doing so good that it made me forget. So
We wowed him.
yeah, you wowed me. So Des, you get a story point.
Yay!
What?
Yeah. And specifically, I don't have that thing pulled up, but specifically, it says, because that's what Rangers do, protect those in need. So you rescuing Clementine from the garbage can granted you a story point.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes. And then, also, not that one. That one. Eric, you get one. A story point as well.
Hey, yeah.
You get one. And
And we
get
do have a pool of 4 already that we can use.
Time to get fancy.
And I have lost where it says, oh, yes, you earned a story point for doing what Power Rangers do, helping those in need.
Yay!
So, yes, you both got story points. So, just to kind of refresh, because I don't think anybody has actually used a story point yet,
No.
they can be spent by both players and GMs, so I can get story points, apparently. You can spend a story point to re-roll any dice that result in a 1. You can spend them to roll a skill check as if it were specialized. You can spend a story point to add 5 to a defense. So if it's like a big attack, you can figure out a story reason why you shouldn't be killed instantly. You can spend a story point to gain access to a minor piece of equipment or tool to help out the scene. There are some story reasons why you would have to spend a point. Game effects, some of your perks, or the team can spend a story point per team to get a bonus 1d2 for each member of the team.
all right.
On everything.
Nice.
So yes, Very useful. Don't sleep on using them. Smoke them if you got them. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys, you ride the color spectrum across the sky and find yourself in the Angel Grove High School. You appear in the janitor's closet, and Mr. Jams, you look down and find yourself in a mop bucket. Your shoes are just soaked.
Whoa, man. These are my new boots. You think this water's clean?
Knowing our janitorial staff, no, sir.
Oh, no. Well, it's a good thing I got another pair. And I put on my second pair.
Where does Mr. Jams keep his pants? His extra pants.
In my keytar. No,
I don't think that's how it works.
Just
no, they're soaked. They're soaked.
Yeah, you have a special pants compartment in your keytar.
No. Mr. Jams is totally drenched now, and this will be fun later when he has to explain it.
Yeah, so you guys find yourself teleported into the janitor's closet. What are you thinking? Where's the investigation taking you?
Ooh, that's a good question. I believe. Hold on. I did not save those notes you gave us, so I have to scroll up.
Andrea Miller just reported missing. Was that what that was? Or are there now 2 people missing?
There's 3. Oh, yeah.
There were
school.
3 people missing.
Yeah.
Well, I meant at the school. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Maya Lopez at the high school, and we need to go to room 19B.
The student council room.
Yes.
I think we also got an alert when we were back at our communication center that Andrea Miller also was reported missing. I'm assuming that was also at the school, so that's why I mentioned 2 people.
Oh, yeah. I think she's the one that we found, or that Bradward found.
Oh, okay.
That had been turned into
That might be
thing.
who.
Yeah.
Okay, right. My bad.
So we never actually found Luca Franco.
Right.
That's true. Okay.
So, yeah, we're going to head to the student council room, room 19B.
So, you guys have been investigating all day, yeah?
Yeah?
So, let's say you guys are rolling into the school probably about 5 o'clock.
Ooh.
Right? So, this is not
There's no one
prime,
just janitors.
and you ended up in the one place where the janitors would be. Yeah, not prime time as far as witnesses, but definitely there are opportunities to find clues. So you guys make your way down the hallways of the school. You see there are posters all over the place for all of the various clubs you can join. You have these still very retro looking walls with this yellow paint, green lockers. There's really weird looking tile patterns in the floor. But you make your way over, and I can set you guys up with a handout.
Just imagine the entire time we're walking down the hallway, Mr. James's boots are just making that squelching sound.
Oh, I hope nobody sees, man. It's so embarrassing. Have you ever looked at the floor? If you cross your eyes just right, it's like a magic eye.
I've not done that.
You should try it sometime. There's art everywhere.
Why is it?
Good to know.
Oh, there's a dude.
Uh-oh.
There is.
I don't like that dude. He's too far back in the corner.
He's really two-dimensional.
This school is very much about science. Join for science.
Two-dimensional.
Join the science club.
Oh, that one light blue poster must have been the one Mr. Jams put up. Climb and realize your dreams.
Yeah. The secret to getting... Oh, go for it.
I was going to say, you guys can all join the science club, or you can like actually aspire to something greater.
Very
I like how there's a Shia
inspirational.
LaBeouf quote above the lockers.
I know, right? Well, is it him or Nike? Kind of combo.
It's the two.
So yeah, you guys are walking down the hallway. You obviously clock the poster at the far end of the room. So what are you thinking of investigating first?
That room, right?
Well, actually, I was going to say, do we actually see the guy that's in the picture you just shared with us? Is that actually in the hall? Okay, so Bradward's immediately going to walk down there because he thinks this looks kind of weird. And as he gets closer, he realizes that it's another one of these cardboard standees. He's very clearly a two-dimensional image of a person.
Yeah, and I think you you interact with it a little bit, and you get that feeling. It's heavy cardboard, much like the other interesting cardboard that you've found so far. It's a kid. It's the printing is on the front and the back, just like it was with Clementine and who you think is Andrea Miller. And it looks like this kid has a look of it's a mixture of confusion and fear on his face.
Sense. So I turn around to the group and I'm like, guys, we've got another one. And then I kind of sidestep and point at the cardboard cutout.
Oh no! Well, this is definitely not Maya.
No.
Since this is where all the high schoolers go to school, do we recognize this person?
That's a good point. Yeah, I think you do. You recognize this kid as a fellow student council member. His name's Lewis Jennings.
Oh, it's Lewis.
Is he one of my students? Is he in the band?
I don't think so. No, he's not.
He went with choir.
That would have messed up the show next week so bad.
I'd like to hope we'd have this solved by then, sir.
Don't worry, Mr. Jams. The saxophone section's got it on point.
I can always count on you, Ricky.
So I guess we should probably take him into the council room with us while we do our investigations so that we don't have to come back for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll help him carry the cardboard.
Yeah, because
it's like... What is it? Is he like a senior? Junior?
He's
probably what? 90 to 110 pounds?
I thought you were going to say years old.
I'm going to say he is... It doesn't say specifically in here. Yeah, he's the same age as Maya.
Okay.
Oh, he's 14. Okay.
Freshman.
So he's... But I assume... So we've realized that they've been dehydrated.
Yes.
So, but humans are what, 80% water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not exactly the same weight as like a human. So
yeah, it's like 40, 50 pounds.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll help him carry this gentleman boy.
While you guys were doing all that math stuff, Jesse Jams was writing band rules on the guy's shirt. So when he's rehydrated, his shirt says band rules.
I thought you were talking about like rules that are from band.
I did
not,
too.
not the words.
Make sure you
drop
have your
drumsticks.
instrument.
No, this
Don't
is
clean your
rules with a
spit
Z.
trap on the floor.
Oh my god, that was the worst. Tuba players were the worst about that.
Can I I want to check the area that the cardboard or like that he was found at to see if there's like any kind of I guess disturbance from what it would normally look like.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay with you?
That's fair. Yeah. You're looking for a disturbance.
Yes, in the force.
give me a force skill test. Give me an alertness skill test.
15.
Can you say it louder, please?
Can you say it 3 times in a row?
See, now I don't know if you're being serious. I don't want to blast anyone's eardrums.
Please no.
Okay.
Thank you. That's appreciated.
Yeah, so a 15 you said.
Mhm.
Okay. It was hard to hear you. You were very quiet before. There is not much around. You can tell that the janitorial staff has definitely been through here. So all the floors have been swept. The trash has all been emptied out. Yeah, not really a lot in the way of clues around this standee.
And I
Janitor
assume
Pimbrickle's really stepping up his game.
that he is. I assume that we don't have security cameras, right? We're like in the 90s. Is that what we said?
Amorphous time span.
Oh, nope, you're right.
But
Yeah.
no, there are no cameras.
Okay.
So either the school has really lazy janitors that didn't decide to throw out this cardboard cutout, or this happened recently.
That's true. It's a good observation.
I mean, they might think it's just someone setting up a display.
In the middle of the hallway.
He was kind of in the corner.
Can we check for rigor mortis? see how long he's been
He
like
is
this.
definitely cardboard.
It's got like an extra cardboard panel that's sticking out the other way.
Would she be able to see like where the cardboard cutout was? There's like a spot that they went around it to clean around the cardboard.
Yeah.
Just swept around it.
Like
That's fair.
It would have been cleaned up twice. It happened at 3:45, so they would have cleaned up after that. If it happened at the same time.
You're saying that there would be like kind of that shadow of dust around it, where like somebody would clean around a thing rather than move the thing and clean it.
Yeah. Well, he probably for today he would have cleaned recently because it's like 5 o'clock, so it would have been the past couple hours.
That's fair. Yeah. So I'll say with your alertness, you see that around the feet of the cardboard standee, there's some like coarse dust. It doesn't seem like just like everyday dirt and grime that would kind of build up. It's like coarser, almost sand-like, but not quite sand. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just share that with the group. I'm like, guys, this looks a little bit different, but I can't tell what it is. Bag it up.
Is Is the on the picture? There's like a room entrance right next to where he is. Is that where the student council room is?
It is.
Interesting. So, okay. Weird.
Weird.
So Bradward's gonna open up his backpack because he's got it with him, and pull out his little travel first aid kit and get a bandage out and stick it down on some of the dust to get some of the dust stuck to the bandage, and then fold it in half and put it back in the little paper sleeve it came in, so he can take it back to Alpha 5 later to examine.
Yeah, I love
Nice. That's so smart.
Because obviously we don't have like evidence bags, or Bradward didn't have a sandwich for lunch today, so he doesn't have like a sandwich bag with him.
Kimmy,
We had tacos.
yeah, walking tacos. And then Kimmy gets her fingerprint kit out.
You don't have.
I don't have one.
Liar.
I know, I lied. Story point.
I mean,
What?
story point, yeah.
What? For lying?
No.
To magic up a fingerprint kit, story point.
All right, so we set down this cardboard cutout in the student council room. Is the student council room open? The door unlocked?
That's a fair question. I'm going to say yes.
Okay, yeah, we walk in with the cardboard cutout and set him down against the wall. And we look around at this room to look for any clues, maybe with an alertness or something. Specifically looking for any more cardboard cutouts. What else would we be looking for?
Horse grit.
I'm sorry, what?
Horse grit.
Oh, more coarse grit, yeah. That would be something to look for.
Okay, so that's what you're saying you're specifically searching for with this
Right.
scan of the room.
Can I also say that I'm searching something else while they're doing that?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
I would like to see if there's any kind of like homework or like assignments that had been turned in that might indicate someone else may have been there around the same time as this kid. Like another student maybe was in there around the same time this happened.
Well, this
I
is in
gotcha.
a classroom.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
this is
it's
the student. It's a student council room. I mean,
They would like make plans to improve the school and stuff like that. They wouldn't turn
Okay.
anything in.
Well,
Like,
but I'd
You
imagine
could
there's
look
some
to see
kind
if
of
they keep notes,
yeah,
minutes of the meetings.
yeah.
that's a good point.
I'll just say that, like, as far as like homework and stuff, what Kevin was saying, it's not really like a classroom proper, but also this. You guys know that he disappeared yesterday, so like,
Lewis
there's been
did?
a whole day. Huh?
Lewis?
The people that you were looking for disappeared yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, Maya.
Maya and
Luca. And
Lucan?
Zin.
Yeah, all three of them disappeared yesterday. Yeah.
But I'm specifically meaning like Lewis Jennings is right now in our arms, the poor chap. And so I'm just trying to see like maybe someone was around when this happened to him because it might not have happened yesterday like the rest.
Okay.
Just forget I said anything.
I guess I'm just my thought process is, so let's say this works out 100% in your favor. In your scenario, somebody witnessed this kid get turned into cardboard. They wrote it on their homework and then turned the homework in and then just went home.
No. I'm saying if there was an end time to the meeting or something and people were all like leaving at the same time, I don't know if someone else may have seen someone go by or if Lewis was by himself and left behind and then that happened. I don't think they would journal it and then turn it in. Like, yeah, I saw something really fucked up, but I'm not going to say anything to anyone.
Yeah, okay.
Like they clocked out.
Yes, you are able to find... Okay, hold on. I'm going to finish what Kevin was looking for first, because, wow, really detracted from that.
I said forget it.
Okay, so, Kevin, you're rolling an alertness skill test.
Ooh, 22.
Very good. Yes, you are able to find a dossier with the notes from the last meeting, which was yesterday.
Okay. Is there any times written down, or is it just like the notes?
Yeah, they're fairly general notes that like a high school kid would take on something they're kind of bored at.
Yeah.
But you do see that the meeting let out around 3:40.
Oh, and then last seen at 3:45. So everyone probably left except for those two, Lewis and Maya, and then it happened. So now the question. So now we should probably ask any their student council members if they saw anything suspicious before that happened, like as they were leaving. Would we, as high schoolers, know any other student council members?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, I feel like it would be common knowledge.
They would, in the notebook, they would have like everyone who's present, right?
Sure.
So I go through the list and see if I recognize any names, and then I'm like, I know that person. Let's go interrogate them at some point.
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah. Tell me if there's any names on there that you recognize.
So you want me to come up with some names?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So there's Charlie Blackman.
He's Chinese, though.
No, he's... Yeah, there's Charlie Blackman, and he's a wrestler in the high school. There.
Wrestler and a student council member.
Of course.
Sure.
Who else?
You guys recognize any of these names?
I like when you say it to us.
Yeah, so you guys have an in with Charlie Blackman.
Is that Filipino guy?
Yeah,
do whatever you want him to be.
He's a Filipino exchange student. Charlie Blackman.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Stupid.
All
right.
Cool.
Look,
so
there's Bill Murray.
Oh, my God.
That's another name.
It sure is.
All right.
It sure is, Dad.
I'm going to go home now.
Maybe to go hang out with Bill Murray.
I hear he's got a 6-pack, and Kimmy's all about that.
Of beer?
Yes.
So you guys got this whole high school to focus on. Where does your investigation take you to now?
That's a good question.
Bosco sticks, anyone?
Bradward's going to suggest that we try and find their lockers.
Excellent.
Mr. Jams, could you look up the locker assignments for Maya and this other student? And maybe we could check their lockers and see if there's anything that might help lead our investigation?
Sure, man. I can totally do that. Just take a quick walk down to the locker assignment office.
You could probably find that information out in the main office.
Oh, good. I thought the locker assignment office was pretty specific job, pretty niche. Let's go on to the main office, guys.
It's an office they only use at the beginning of the year.
The main office is, let's see, it's a pretty large room. It's at the other end of the hallway from where you guys just were. There are several other smaller offices and cubicles in the area, as well as a reception desk. It's got flyers all over it, sign-out forms, request forms, all kinds of papers strewn across the reception desk. It seems as though the door is locked.
Oh, man.
But given the fact that you are a teacher at the school, I think it makes sense that you would have a key to get into the main office.
Bing! Never leave the school without it. And I turn the key.
Fantastic. So you get into the main office, and you go to one of the computers in there. Give me a... Is that
$1.
infiltration? Is that one of the skills?
Yes.
Give me an infiltration skill test.
All right.
Uh-oh.
It's all right, guys. Look, I use keyboards to make music. Same thing. I got this. I'm guessing normal, not snag or edge.
Correct.
Okay. 19.
You're
Ooh, baby.
easily able to find a passcode for this computer on a sticky note.
This is like in Star Trek Generations when Data is typing at the helm and it like plays a song instead. It's like boom, boop, 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 boop.
Yes. So you have access to the computer. Why don't you give me a technology skill test to try and find some information on the students?
All right.
You want me to help you out?
Yeah, of course, Ricky. That'd be excellent. Use
Pretty
those
good with
nerd
computers.
powers.
So, is there like an assist type thing in this system, or do we just roll individually? And
I see that in one of my perks it says lend assistance, so I guess that's what it's called.
Lend assistance is a combat action.
I mean, he's fighting this malware.
Well, that's interesting because maybe this is just my perk, but it says when a fellow Power Ranger must make a non-combat skill check, you may lend assistance. So I don't know if there's situations where that applies to non-combat, or if this is just specific to the perk that I have as a teacher.
Maybe then you would need to lend assistance to somebody else.
Okay. So I stand up and I gesture towards the chair. Go ahead, man. Take your seat.
okay, and I see
I
he sits
believe
down,
in you.
He cracks his knuckles and he goes, "I got this."
So what it says is I may lend assistance with an additional edge.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that means I roll and get an edge, or he gets edge on his roll.
I believe that would mean that Kevin gets edge on his roll. I don't think you have to roll anything to lend assistance.
Okay.
And what does edge mean again? I roll again and take the higher?
Edge means that you get the next...
Oh, the next die?
You get the next die added in on that.
So if it's a D6, it would be a D8?
Yes. Yes.
Ooh. It's a 17.
A 17 on the technology roll, right?
Correct.
Very good. So you are able to get Maya's records pulled up with the help of Mr. Jams. So you... Let's see. You find her locker number, the combination. So that's what you guys were after. You also find a record of her grades. You find some information about her mother. And then you also have the contact information for both Maya and her mother, Sophia Lopez.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely note down that phone number in case we had to talk to her.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I'm assuming if it's like the other cardboard people that we found and dog, those were accidents. So we're just going to look for the information for Maya.
Makes
So
sense.
you're saying we shouldn't look up Lewis's information?
And what information would we learn if we looked that up?
I mean, we should probably see if he was reported missing, right?
That wouldn't be in the high school.
It wouldn't.
All right. No attendance records or anything?
Alpha could definitely check on that.
Oh, yeah.
Those are police reports.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm in attendance, like, if he wasn't, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, anytime the police find somebody is missing, they write it down on some kid's homework and then turn in the homework.
I think we all know that's not what I meant.
Yeah, but that's funny.
Boom, roasted.
Boom. So I think next plan of action is to head to the locker of Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Agreed.
You got it. Yeah, you head down the adjacent hallway, make it to her locker, and do some little nipple twisties. The locker pops open, and you look inside. Seems fairly normal for a high school kid's locker. You don't get any vibes that there are any, like, mystical energies or, like, the disturbance was pretty far away from this area.
Is that weed?
Yeah. There's definitely some weed in there.
Did we get that from inside of the student council room? The vibe that something like that same vibe that the other locations had?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So for this, we were looking for anything that would give us a reason why she was taken in the first place, but everything seems to be normal.
Right.
Okay.
It's all chill in this locker.
And
Okay.
I was going to say, can we, like, do a bit of a background check on, like, everyone that's gone missing to see if there's any kind of, like, similarity between them?
How would we do that?
Where are you getting that information from?
We
There
could
wouldn't be,
ask
like,
Alpha 5.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Mr. Jams shouldn't ask Alpha 5.
What? I can't talk to old record head?
That right there, sir, is why it shouldn't be you.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So, well, I think at this point, especially since it's high school and we go here, we probably could just come back and look again if we needed to. So maybe we should take the cardboard standout of the kid whose name I already forgot.
Lewis
Back to Ranger Command and drop him off with Alpha 5 so he can add him to the collection.
Mm-hmm.
And report in that we didn't really find much other than another dehydrated student. And then we can ask him to do correlate and see is there some common thing that connects these people, and ask him to check to see if Lewis has been reported missing yet or not, because if he hasn't, it might be that his parents haven't noticed that he's not missing, and that's kind of suspicious in and of itself. Because it's been a day, and we're assuming that he got turned into cardboard yesterday when Maya got turned into cardboard, so...
Yeah.
Actually, can those of us with some technology skill try and do some internet sleuthing and see if there's anything that connects the three of these people? Like maybe they're in the same, what was it, MyFace group or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
When you say these three people, you mean like the three original people you were investigating?
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah. You want to do that like from the school still, or?
I was just thinking about doing it on the phone or something. So like as we're like, whoa, I'm just like,
Hey, that's my line.
searching.
As we're light beaming back, you're on your phone? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't think that works. I don't think you can do that.
I think we're light at that point.
As Mr. Jams is locking this room back up, and we're going back to go get Lewis, I'll be on the phone searching for any correlation between these three.
I also, I'm going through the notes here, and we had something with Luca Franco, that Mr. Franco is a teacher here.
No,
but
at
also,
the university, not at the high school.
Okay. And I just wrote this because it made me wonder if there's something going on with him, because I wrote down a note here that somebody wanted to, like the father wanted him to do something, but then the student would rather do something financial like his mom. But this Mr. Franco guy works at this tech place. And so this seemed like, are they doing something? Like, is he secretly a clown man that is being evil and going around?
What was the name of the tech place?
Emigrant Tech.
Okay.
EMERGREN.
And yeah, as Mr. Jams is saying this, Kevin, what's your character's name again?
Ricky.
You
Ricky
almost had it.
Powers.
It was Ricky.
Ricky. Okay, I second guessed myself last second. Damn it. Yeah, Ricky thinks back to the like information that you just scanned through about Maya. And when you got through that section that was talking about her mother, Sophia, you noticed that she works for a company also called Immigrant Tech.
All right, we solved it. Let's go home.
Now we need to find out how the first person is related to this. Did we find that out? I don't think we did.
No, that we just knew that there were clowns involved, and then found the dehydrated. We found the dehydrated dog in the garbage, man.
Oh, it was Zen. Zen?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we found a connection there.
And she is a student of the college, not the high school.
Correct.
Okay.
So who was the parent of I guess
Maya.
Maya's mom works at Immigrant?
Yes. Sophia Lopez.
And we just got her phone number, so I think we need to give somebody an old ring-a-ding-a-ling on the telephone.
Not it.
Well, Mr. Jams, since you're the teacher in this group, it'd make more sense if you called. Maybe to inquire about Maya's absence from school recently.
Yeah, sorry.
Well,
sometimes I forget
she
I'm a
reported
teacher.
her missing.
Yeah.
Her mom reported her missing.
Right. And so this teacher's going to call to ask her questions about her daughter missing school because he wouldn't necessarily know that she'd been reported missing as the band teacher.
Right.
Trying to throw a cover here, Ricky.
I'll totally call her. Let's do this.
It would be the only reason I'm hesitant is because it would be weird if she had already talked to someone from the school about her being missing, and then they call again, asking the same questions over again. It might be. I don't know.
I still think, like, if it's the band teacher, like, communication in schools isn't really all that great. So, like, he might just be out of the loop, and he could blame it on that.
All right. Do it.
All right.
Oh, do you need to borrow my phone?
No, I got one, man. I just didn't
You
want
said you didn't have one last time.
I was lying to the cops, man. I didn't want to call.
That's hilarious. All right.
Bark, 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 bark.
Who is that? Who's morphers going off? You're supposed to have that on silent in school, kids. Can't learn with those distractions. Knowledge.
Sorry, Mr. James.
is power. It's okay. Just don't let it happen again.
Of course. How did you guys address, like, your friends' parents when you first met them?
Mr. last name, Mrs. last name, usually.
Same for everyone
Sounds
else?
about right.
I think so.
Gotcha.
So long ago.
Yeah, I don't think I ever... I mean, unless they said, like, hey, just call me my first name. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just don't think I ever called them by a name. I think I was just like, oh, hi. Like, and smiled.
Yeah. At some point...
Hey, Brian's mom.
At some point, I just... Whenever, like, literally, I do this in real life, like, right now. Like, if someone comes up to me and they're like, oh, hey, what's up, Kevin? And I'm like, hey, what's up, man?
That's me too, yeah. It's like, I don't remember your name, but I remember you. So that's what counts, right?
Right.
Should we normalize asking names? Because I feel like there's a lot of people that don't realize I don't know their name.
Yeah,
I actually
go ahead
had
and start that movement.
I had someone I went to high school with. I saw, like, my job, and he's like, "Oh, hey!" And I'm like, "Oh, hey, man!" And that's all. That was the conversation. That was it.
That's all it had to be, though, right?
Yeah, thank God. I don't want to talk to you. He was kind of a weirdo, so it's all good.
Hey, what if they listen to this?
They don't trust me.
Hey, he called me man last week. Is he talking about me?
It was actually Alex.
Okay.
What? Sorry. I got distracted and I had to read a bunch
Apology
of
accepted.
stuff. Cool. I'll throw that into my next Kevin screwed up segment. Yes, so you borrowed somebody's phone and then you are attempting to call Sophia Lopez.
Yeah, even though I have my own phone, I don't want to use my own minutes, so I'm borrowing Ricky Power's phone.
So you're stealing from a child.
I love
Sorry,
that.
man. I didn't have the money for my bill this month.
He's got an unlimited plan.
You understand, right?
Of course.
I knew you were my favorite
My parents
student.
pay for it. It's all good.
Oh, man. That's...
I did not have a phone in school.
No.
In high school?
I didn't get a cell phone until I graduated.
Wow.
Fun fact for me to date myself, they didn't exist when I was in high school.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
I mean, unless you're
There's
talking
a
about those
flip side.
old bricks.
I had one of those in 6th grade. My grandma gave it to me, and I just played games on it. Snake.
Wait, are
Yep.
we talking like the Nokias?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I played tons of Snake.
Yeah, so you guys, you get the number, you dial it up on Ricky's fancy, unlimited plan phone, and, ring, 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 ring. Eventually no answer, and the phone goes to voicemail. And the voicemail's like, "You've reached Sophia Lopez. Please leave your name and why you're calling after the beep."
Beep.
Oh, man, she's not there. Oh,
This is what you're saying in the voicemail?
yeah. Okay. Well,
That's suspicious.
Hi, Mrs. Lopez. This is Mr. Jams from the school, and I was just calling to talk to you about Maya. She's a really talented student, and I was hoping she would join the band, but she didn't show up the other day, and I was trying to see if you could help me out a little bit. So yeah, here's my phone number. Hey, Ricky, what's your phone number?
555
It's 555
5 5 5
555
4999.
499. Is that the right number of digits?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
There's an extra one.
Wait,
Okay.
what? 4999.
So it's 4995. It's 499, a bunch of fives, and then like something else at the end of that. If you could just give me a call back, I'd really appreciate it. Peace and love. Wee-wee! Click.
But like the voicemail already cut off.
We're gonna find you.
Halfway through giving her the number, the voicemail just ended because it was too long.
It's unlimited minutes, but limited voicemail.
That's where they get you.
That went well.
Does she have a
You guys
work-
just see Bradward walk out of the office back towards the council room.
I'll take my phone back.
Is Bradward
Thank you.
like just completely embarrassed by this technology?
Bradward's just like, I can't believe he's the teacher.
You
Was
did your
there-
best, Mr. Jams.
Thanks. That's
Was
all we
there
can
like
do.
a work number for her? Or was it just the one number available?
Just the personal number and then her home address.
Ooh, house
Go
call.
to the address
Oh.
then. Well,
Yeah.
first we need to take Lewis back to Alpha 5.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
That's true.
Just beam him back to old Copper Top.
Mr. James, maybe you should start walking to Mrs. Lopez's house.
We'll meet you there.
Yeah, I could use a little bit of walk. I'm feeling a little tired. I might get my blood flowing.
We're going to find Mr. James passed out on a park bench halfway to her house with his guitar in his lap.
He stole Maya Lopez's weed.
Yeah.
The second pants compartment in your guitar is empty.
You guys just followed the drips on the sidewalk from my pants that are still soaked.
Okay, yeah, so you guys want to pop back to the command center, drop off Lewis.
Yes.
Fantastic. So is Mr. Jams going with, or is he actually gonna go smoke all of Maya's weed?
I guess that's what he's doing.
Remember, this was a kid's show, Chris.
That's why he's doing it off screen.
Yes, I'm aware.
The show would follow us.
Mr. Jams got really hungry after he left.
He went back to the university for those walking tacos.
Oh, man. Okay, cool. So Mr. Jams makes his own way. And the rest of you turn into light and shoot up across the sky. Land back at the command center. You drop off Lewis. Is there any other things you guys wanted to check into while you're at the command center?
Connection, right? Or did we find it? Well, we could see if the other people had a connection to that lab or whatever.
Well, it's specifically the person at the beach. Is it?
Yeah, we just need to see if she has a family member that works at this company too, because all signs are pointing to that's the connection at this point. Give Alpha 5 the update on what's been happening, drop off Lewis, and I'm going to give Alpha 5 my bandage of grit so he can scan it.
We never did talk to her friend that reported her missing.
No, because it was her friend's video that we found that showed her being turned into cardboard, so we didn't really need to talk to her.
But it would be nice if she could let us know if there's a way to find out if she knows the connection to Immigrant. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Immigrant Tech.
Spell that?
EMEGREN.
Okay, cool. Immigrant. I'm going to, on my phone, just look up Immigrant. Just go to their website. Find out what they do.
Cool. So you're using your cell phone rather than the technology of the command center.
I thought we were at the... Did we not go back to the command center?
But yeah, he
Yes,
was just
yeah.
being... Yeah.
That's what I'd say. You're
But you
using
could use one of the
using-
terminals there instead of your phone to look up this stuff, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's what he's doing.
Okay. Hold
Careful,
on. I gotta look through.
Alpha 5 will start forgetting your name too.
That's fine. I already forgot his name, so it's no big deal.
Oh gosh.
Ay.
Oh, for those of you who are interested, all of Power Rangers is on the Power Rangers YouTube channel, totally for free.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Like
Nice.
every season of Power Rangers ever made,
oh, for real?
it seems. Yeah, I
Weird.
think so.
Yeah, so let's see. Just some general broad strokes information you could get about Immigrant from a internet search. They have the tallest skyscraper in Angel Grove. It's a tech company that their main kind of business is from like finding and like reverse engineering technology from like robots and monsters and like all of the big crazy Power Rangers battles that happen. They basically go through and sweep up all of the tech and try and reverse engineer it into their own products.
That sounds like Marvel stuff right there.
Right.
All right, so
I guess this is where we need to go.
yeah, sounds like it.
Right, team.
Can we get a visitor pass?
Well, they're probably closed at this point. It's what, 6 o'clock ish.
Yeah, it's dusk.
Yeah.
I'm probably not wondering where I'm at.
All right, group. Should we reconvene tomorrow? Continue our investigation next time?
I hope it's Saturday, because otherwise we would we would have missed the entire school day.
Yeah, I could go for a healthy 7
A healthy 7
hours of sleep.
Are you calling us?
Bradward realizes that it's our communicator and he activates it. Hello?
Hey, Bradward?
Yeah, Mr. Jams, are you okay?
Totally. What's taking you guys so long?
We've not been here that long, Mr. Jams. We're just turning everything into Alpha 5. We should be along. Well, we should probably actually be heading home. It's getting kind of late and our parents might start worrying about us. Can we meet you tomorrow?
Yeah. I just gotta figure out where I am. But that's cool.
Do you need us to have Alpha 5 beam you home, sir?
Oh. You mean hubcap? Nah.
Oh, God.
Bradward looks up and
just-
sees Alpha 5 overhear that and just shakes his head.
Alpha just does one of these, like.
Nah, I'll just sleep here.
Okay, Mr. Jams, stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow.
Rock on.
Oh,
And Bradward hangs up.
Mr. Jams is such a mess.
Yeah.
Tomorrow he's gonna get his papers to he's fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kimmy over
You didn't show up for school all day, Mr. Jams. You had 6 classes to teach.
Yeah, Kimmy overhears that conversation and she's like, Alpha 5, do you mind? I think he could really use the help.
Sorry. Getting Mr. Jams home?
Yeah.
I think I can manage something. He goes over to the desk and inputs some coordinates, and then Mr. Jams turns to light off of the bench that he's laying on.
He's
Mr.
like,
Jams is going to wake up in a dumpster next to his house.
he's like trying to light a pipe or something, and then all of a sudden, like, just streaks of light emit, and
He's smoking crack.
oh no, that's not what I meant.
He's flying through the air.
He's
and he
like,
just-
oh
said.
no, they found me.
Jesus.
This is
Let me
what it's
prepare my
like.
anus.
I meant pot.
He's flying through the air backwards.
Guys, I think we've lost the plot.
There was a plot?
Things have fallen apart ever since Mr. Jam started doing meth.
Jeez, we're really escalating this.
That's what the hidden compartment in his keytar's for. The drug running.
All right. Let's let's stop this before Mr. Jams dies.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Mr. Jams teleports into a dumpster behind his house.
I love it.
His apartment.
Oh yeah, totally. He has an apartment.
Yeah, it's an apartment.
Or like there's like a little koi pond out in front of the apartment complex. He just teleports in and his legs are laying in the koi pond.
Oh, my pants are wet again.
All right, well, so we're all snug in bed.
And yeah, how's everybody else like what's I guess like do just like a quick little outro scene of you going back to your houses.
Okay.
So Bradward's going to say goodnight to everyone and go hop on his bike and start riding home. And it's one of those like little smaller bikes that have like the pegs on the back wheels so that someone could stand on the back wheels. And
Nice.
as he's riding home, the sun's starting to go down and he just thinks, what have I gotten myself into? And then, even though he said to Mr. Jams on his communicator that our parents would be worried about him, inside he's actually thinking, man, I wish my parents were going to be home when I got there because they're never around because his dad's in the military.
Oh,
So he's always busy. And his mom hasn't been around for a while. And he doesn't know why. So he's just kind of sullenly riding off into the sunset, heading home.
Dang.
Oh man.
right.
Very sad. Almost as sad as Mr. Jams.
I think. Go for it.
No, you.
Okay.
Fight each other.
I think Ricky lives in like a normal like suburban house. He's like he arrives home as like his mom is about to like put the leftovers away. He's like, I made it back home, and he like chows down on some leftover meatloaf or whatever, and then goes upstairs and works on some homework and practices his saxophone for an hour, and then goes to bed.
Nice. Yeah. Kimmy, she does have her license. So, we see her, she gets home and she has a takeout bag with her, and when she gets in the house she goes to her mom's room and wakes her up, and she's like, hey mom, sorry I'm running late. I got you some dinner. I hope you aren't too hungry, but is there anything I can get you? And they have like a sweet little moment, and she lets her doggy out, and he's happy she's home because, guys, he wasn't lost when she got beamed away forever ago.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the dog was not lost. So anyway,
Oh, you're saying from the very
From the
first. Okay.
yeah,
He found his way back home after you abandoned him.
Oh, and then Mr. Jams.
Oh.
Chris, why did you do this?
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know.
Oh, what happened?
It's the meth.
Oh no, what is
Rolled
that?
a 1000 d20.
Who did
you
that?
win. Chris.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't
That's-
think it would even happen. I thought it would tell me no.
that the alien code that's getting beamed into Mr. Jams's head with his
Right.
highway and his feet in the koi
No, his
pond?
butt.
Yeah, Chris, do you just want to be beamed back to a koi pond, or do you want to...
No, I'm in the koi pond. That happened. And I said, not again.
Fantastic. Okay, and you guys all head off to a sweet bedtime, and we can pick up the investigation next time on Adventure Awaits Does Power Rangers.
Thank you to Sirenscape for helping us immerse you into the worlds we explore with amazing music and sound effects. Check them out at Sirenscape.com to add them to your adventures as well. And thank you to our patrons for helping fuel us throughout the galaxy. We sincerely can't thank you enough for your continued support. If you'd like to become a patron or find out more about us, visit www.adventureawaitspod.com. We'd love to have you aboard. Until next time, adventurers.